Well, Jacelle and I have been in this for a real long time. So, and it's a lot of stuff like you guys are seeing this season where, the whole world wasn't privy to, some of the stuff that Jacelle and I was going through, like, or the times we separated or that we were broke up. Even while we were engaged or even while I was still wearing my ring, we had moments where it just was like not happening. But and things happened during those times when we weren't together.
You believe that Kendra and young Jock were at last in a good place? Hold on tight, baby, because the truth came out just when people thought their relationship had survived all the drama, and it's messier than ever. Let's just say that Jock did not hold back during a heated altercation that took place in public. As accusations were made, voices were raised, and Kendra dropped a bombshell that left everyone in disbelief. Everyone watched in disbelief. And the worst part, though, is that there is evidence that this was more than just a disagreement. Something significant was revealed, and the betrayal, ooh, it stings. Not only was Jock angry, but he was also humiliated, and the reason for this was a name that nobody anticipated. The relationship between Kendra and young Jock has never been smooth. People started to raise their eyebrows as soon as they met. There was always tension between the Jock and Kendra because of his history with several women and his unquestionable playing reputation. And Kendra made an effort to support him, but let's face it, she was fully aware of what she was getting herself into. Allegations of infidelity, public arguments, and times when people questioned why they remained together have all been part of their turbulent relationship. Kendra forgave Jock for the time he was caught in some compromising situations with other women, or at least that's what she wanted everyone to think. However, behind closed doors, rumors of trust issues persisted, and lately, they had been feeling uneasy once more. Rumor had it that Kendra had once more questioned Jock's loyalty, but this time it wasn't about just another unknown woman. The couple's loved ones saw tension rising, and it was obvious that something was simmering beneath the surface. Next up is Scrappy, Jock's longtime friend. They have a long history together and have always supported one another despite all the drama. Nobody anticipated Scrappy's involvement when things between Jock and Kendra started to get strange. But what transpired next? This occurred at a posh lounge in Atlanta, and nobody could have predicted it. According to witnesses, Jock and Kendra entered together, but the atmosphere was already strange. People could sense the tension in the air, and Kendra and Jock both appeared irritated. This was a full-fledged confrontation that was just waiting to happen, not just a laid-back date night. "You're a joke. That's why he's better than you," Kendra yelled in front of everyone in the center of the lounge. The entire room fell silent as soon as she said those words. Everyone looked to watch Jock's response, and boy, was it ugly. People began taking out their phones and recording everything as jaws dropped, tables flew, and glasses broke. Security was running in, Jock was shouting, and Kendra was just standing there unflappable. That was the real trigger for Jock. She wanted to humiliate him in front of everyone, and she knew exactly what she was doing. Security had to intervene before the situation worsened, but the harm had already been done. The real shocker? Everyone in that lounge knew that something serious had just been revealed. It was about who Kendra was referring to, so this wasn't just any old fight. Jock was being pulled away by security when Scrappy entered. And believe me, when I say that everything seemed to come together, the instant Jock saw him, you could see the realization hit him like a truck when he finally put the two pieces together. "Scrappy, it's him you've been having sex with?" There was complete silence in the room. Kendra and Scrappy both had the appearance of a deer in headlights. She chose to simply stand there and smile. That self-satisfied, sardonic smile that told everyone the truth instead of trying to hide it, and in a matter of minutes, the internet went crazy. Videos of the entire altercation went viral on social media, with people dissecting every moment, every response, every word. Jock's humiliation, Kendra's audacity, and Scrappy's remorse. Everything was visible to everyone. And it gets worse. Just when you thought things couldn't get any messier, after this went down, there was absolutely no chill on the internet. Everyone had something to say when the video of Jock losing it in the lounge appeared on social media. While some were shocked by Kendra's audacity, others were making jokes about Jock getting played. Some even referred to it as the year's most disrespectful breakup. Not to mention the people who had consistently warned Jocks about Kendra. They were consuming this drama like a 5-course dinner with their "we told you so" posts. Later that same evening, Kendra and Scrappy were seen together just as the dust was beginning to settle. Yes, they were in Atlanta, acting totally carefree, with no remorse or shame, and to top it all off, Kendra was literally tearing Jock's chain. Let's just take a moment to rest now. She not only publicly betrayed Jock, but she's also showing off the jewelry he most likely got her. It's absurd how disrespectful it is. Jock, meanwhile, was going crazy at home. Can you really blame him for pacing back and forth, hurling his phone and talking to himself out of rage, as witnesses claim? Everyone on the planet was watching him take this huge loss. Even though his longtime friend was now winning, Jock had plans and wasn't going to just sit back and take this loss. Kendra and Scrappy had another surprise in store if they assumed Jock would simply cry about it and move on. Cutting off Kendra's finances was the first step. Jock had been assisting her with business endeavors and ensuring that she was properly set up, but now that gravy train had completely stopped. Rumor has it that he has already started to remove her from anything associated with his name. Scrappy was also disconnected. Jock used to collaborate with him on music projects and provide him with business opportunities, but that is no longer the case. Let's really talk about the mess Kendra left behind after Jock abruptly shut everything off, leaving Scrappy frantically trying to decide what to do next. Financial records are already being examined by Jock's legal team, and guess what they're discovering? Kendra was allegedly using Jock's money to take Scrappy on opulent vacation. Yes, she was out enjoying cocktails with his alleged friend, while Jock was out here believing he was supporting their lifestyle together. There are even rumors that Jock may take this to court. He is reportedly considering bringing a lawsuit for emotional distress, and to be honest, no one would blame him given the humiliation he has endured. However, Kendra posted a story on Instagram just 24 hours after this whole situation erupted, in case you were wondering why she and Scrappy were feeling bad. The screen is black and displays the words, "Excuse me." Indeed, she is an expert in her field, and Scrappy didn't remain silent either. He shared a smug selfie on social media with the caption, "Loyalty is everything." Fans were now incensed and demanding that they be canceled. Comments were rife with accusations that Kendra was a mastermind and Scrappy was a snake. Kendra really played the long game on Jock, someone wrote. She remained silent through all of his mess just to turn around and do this. No, that is extremely petty. Another person went on to say, Scrappy has been dubious for some time, but it's outright treachery to do this to his own friend. Despite his messiness, Jock didn't deserve this. The true question, though, is whether Kendra has been playing Jock the entire time or if this was only a passing relationship. An unidentified source revealed receipts just when everyone believed the scandal had reached its zenith, and these messages are messy, dude. When screenshots of purported text between Scrappy and Kendra appeared, it became clear that this affair was not an accident. The messages imply that this had been going on for months. Long before Kendra and Jock's drama became widely known, we're discussing plans to be together, late-night messages, and covert meetings. I am tired of sneaking around, but I can't let him find out yet, is what one of Kendra's texts says. She was therefore preparing for this to eventually surface, and this is where things get even worse. Red Carly? Indeed, it seems that Carly Red made an effort to alert Jock. Although Carly is known for meddling in other people's affairs, it's possible that she was genuinely attempting to assist this time. According to rumors, Jock was told to watch his back by Carly months ago when she pulled him aside. Jock reportedly dismissed her claim that Kendra had been a bit too close to Scrappy. He disregarded the warning, perhaps because he didn't want to believe it or because he thought Carly was being careless. But the betrayal is now even more painful because, let's not forget, Scrappy wasn't just any old guy. He was Jock's friend. They shared a history, collaborated, and were in similar social circles. The way Scrappy pretended everything was cool while staring Jock in the eye, while moving covertly alongside Kendra, that's cold. And believe me, Jock is going to go all out with his next move, so this isn't over yet. Even though Jock's reputation has suffered, he isn't keeping quiet. Rumor has it that he is going to reveal everything in a special in-depth interview and that this is about more than just Kendra and Scrappy. Jock is prepared to expose Scrap for more than this affair, according to insiders. What precisely does that mean? Although we don't yet know, some fans believe that Jock may have his own receipts, so Scrappy had better get ready if he decides to share them. Not to mention that Jock may still file a lawsuit. Jock might sue because of the money Kendra allegedly spent behind his back and the emotional pain this scandal has caused him. And if that occurs, Kendra and Scrap may be held accountable for much more than just humiliation in front of the public. Everyone's eyes are on Jock right now, anticipating his next move, and I get the feeling that Kendra and Scrappy aren't prepared for what's about to happen. What are everyone's thoughts? Were Kendra and Scrappy overly aggressive? Is Jock better off letting it go or fighting back? Post your opinions in the comments section.